Mr. LeBailon and Mr. Newfoundlander. Great to see you guys first thing in the morning. Happy Monday, motherfucking Monday, whatever you want to say there. Hopefully most of y'all got the day off today. We get today off in lieu of Friday for Native Reconciliation Day, which fell on Saturday, I believe. So I'm more than happy to. Although I wanted Friday off, half day Friday, we get off nice and early, and then we get Monday off. That seems to work out pretty well for me. I'm beyond stoked for today. I say it's Iron Maiden Monday right there because here in about 2-3 hours, we're going to hit the road, drive down to Vancouver. We're going to check out Iron Maiden tonight. So, yes, we are beyond stoked for that. Never had the chance to see them live. This is going to be the biggest concert I've ever been to. I don't think I've ever been to anything above like maybe a 5,000-6,000 seater sort of thing. And this is going to be at GM Place or whatever it's called now, wherever the Vancouver Canucks play. So we're pretty excited about that. One small, slight nagging bitch I do got about Iron Maiden and their live shows is I've been hearing for a few years that they don't like playing their hits. They just like to play the new stuff and they'll drag out a couple of their older tunes kind of things. And so I was like, oh, I checked out their set list like near the beginning of the tour. And they're like, God damn, they're right. They're playing like about a third of the set is their brand new album. About a third of their set is some album that nobody gives a fuck about. And then about a third of the set is like hits, that songs that people actually know and give a fuck about. That being said, I don't doubt it's going to be a fucking amazing time. A bad album by Iron Maiden is still better than a great album by most bands, if that makes any sense to you. That is my honest opinion there. So we are fucking stoked. So we're going to get those thorns up. Get those thorns up. Get those thorns in your ass. Now, put those horns in the air for me, please. If you're a metalhead at all, and let's fucking do a rip for fucking metal. Good morning, Barry Edburn. Edburn. I hope I didn't screw that up. I don't mean to be disrespectful. Southern VT growing. Great to see you, brother. T-Bay's there. Brother, great to see you too as well, man. You snuck in on me. I didn't even see you up in the chat there. Great to see you. Sip of tea here. I'm on to tea, trying to slow down on the coffee. That's making a few dietary changes these days, and just trying to be a little bit easier on my stomach is the idea there. So today is Maiden Monday, and tomorrow is Baby Clock Tuesday, I guess we could say. We're going to go see Baby Metal and Death Clock, which if any of y'all have ever heard of the cartoon Metalocalypse. It's about a 15-year-old cartoon or something like that, where the biggest band in the world is a death metal band and just all sorts of corny obsceneness, and it's a great time. I love the cartoon. In the cartoon, though, there's a bunch of heavy metal songs that people are like, hey, fuck, those should be real songs. We should hear those. So they actually started a band, and I think this is their first tour that they've done in over 10 years. Really looking forward to that one. One thing I'm interested in is they kind of, I don't know if it's they put the disclaimer out there necessarily, but I heard Brendan Small, who is the guy behind Death Clock or Metalocalypse cartoon, but is also the lead singer and guitar player for Death Clock, the real life band. And he was talking about when they do their shows, they had some kind of, it's something like seizure threshold or whatever. They pushed all like their strobes and stuff like that as far as they can before they can start causing like seizures and stuff like that. I didn't fully get it, but what they were saying, but like I do know strobes can affect these seizures and all that, which is kind of always something I've thought about bringing new people to concerts, especially if there's a history of epilepsy in the family. My stepdaughter, we took her to a couple of concerts earlier this year, late last year, however it worked out. And she is epileptic. And lucky for us, when they were going through all the testing a year or two ago and all that, one of the things once they diagnosed that was find out that strobe lights are not one of the causes of her epileptic seizures, though. So it was kind of one of those moments, but you always kind of wonder, but we're fucking excited that for this one. And then Baby Metal, which I don't know, man. The best thing the best way I can kind of compare this is like, think of like the Spice Girls singing in Japanese to heavy metal music, is about the best way I could put it. It's not for me. It's definitely for my daughter. And I wouldn't be surprised if they are the best band of the entire trip that we've got going on here. It's really excited for it. I think it's going to be a pretty high energy show. And my goal for this whole trip is to be able to get my daughter up front for a baby metal. So we'll see about that one. We had her up to the front row for Black Label Society for, I don't even think it was 2 full songs, but we're as far in the corner where the fucking the front railings meet. We were right in the corner, and she couldn't really see much, being that she can barely get her head over the fucking railing to, do the looky loose shit. So we ended up moving back, but I think if we can get up anywhere near the front for during that whole time, we'll get up there and we'll just camp out. That's our spot at the railing. We're up front, our spot, you know what I mean? Good times. So this is October for us. In a couple of weeks, we've got Guns N' Roses coming up, and I don't think I can make it happen. I'm like 99% sure that it's out of the realm of possibility, but I'm holding on to the very faint hope that we might be able to make a Tool concert happen in about 3 weeks. I think it's a busy fucking stretch. And then also, so we'll get back like Wednesday morning sometime. We've got rental inspections Wednesday morning. You've heard me talk about how we got the rental management cunts come in here, and they like to they're checking for damages. They're making sure people aren't fucking the places up. I get it. I understand. It's it's a pain in the ass because, well, you got somebody snooping through all your shit, and it's just never really a good time. But it would have been a lot easier for us if could have you just chosen next week. So that will be what I'm getting at is kind of right around the time we walk through the door is around the time they should be doing the inspection on our place. So it's going to be people coming and people looking, and it's just like, and especially when you first get home off the road, do you want a bunch of fucking strangers rooting through your shit? No, probably not. So there's that. Let's do a dab. E-Muff, what's up, brother? I'm all slicked up on the sides. Got my ponytail going on, E-Muff. Super sexicity. Just reading your comment there, Noof. Yeah, that's a good one, brother. Yeah, we're I don't know, man. Maiden's one of those bands that's kind of always one second. Sorry, you didn't want to hear me barking in your eardrums like that. Maiden's one of those bands that I always really wanted to check out, but was never really gonna. They're not Megadeth. Let's put it that way. I will move. Well, not move, but I will go distances to see Megadeth. And whereas Iron Maiden, it was just kind of, if it happens sort of thing. But when we were down and watching Megadeth actually in Abbotsford earlier this year, some of the guys in the parking lot we were talking to was like, "Oh yeah, they just announced Iron Maiden." And Ashley looked at me. He's like, "Oh, do you want to go?" I'm like, "Well, since you put it that way." Oh, another cool thing is that concert, not tomorrow night, is it's actually a sold out. So that's going to be a fun one, energy packed, jam packed full of energy. But the little Cariboo can't talk. It's too fucking early. I've already been up for a couple hours cleaning, doing dishes, sweeping floors and shit like that. That way it's a little bit more cleaner and just easier when you walk through the door and got the snoops coming through. You know what I mean? So, weak lungs today. It's what are you guys smoking on? See, we got a whole bunch of you hanging out in there now. KNC, cheers. Hash o'clock for you, doctor. I'm smoking on some Catahoula. That thing's stoked up. Let's get her going. So I got to good morning, Art man. Great to see you, brother. Thanks, G-Bay. Big old flappy lips. Don't even know where to go now from that. So now into some shit that's been seriously fucking bugging me all weekend. I Friday night, my daughter and I stayed up till like fucking midnight, just talking, and it was amazing. She's 9 years old. I don't think we've ever had a conversation like that. And in that conversation, we covered a whole bunch of good stuff, a whole bunch of in the middle stuff, and then a few of the bad things that she's been going through and dealing with. And this one has me fucking so pissed off. I'm fucking near vibrating, and other than just reach out to her teachers off the bat and see what's up, I don't know what to do. But my daughter's been saying she's been going to school without a proper lunch and been fucking basically going to school hungry. What the fuck? She does not go to school from my place. I'll put that out there right now. She lives with her mother during the week. And so when you question her further on it, because it's kind of very concerning when you start hearing this stuff, and she's saying that when she gets, basically her mother gets her up a half hour before she gets on the bus and won't help her with her lunch. So like it won't help her make a sandwich or all that, and just basically sits on the fucking couch and says, "Can't you do it for yourself?" And has this just shrieky fucking voice that I can imagine in my head while she says it. And this is like, what the fuck? So my daughter not knowing how to do a fucking, like, she was sitting there trying to explain the process of her trying to make a fucking can of tuna so she can make a tuna sandwich to take to school in the morning, and how she doesn't have enough time to be able to do this kind of stuff, and ends up going to school with basically a chocolate granola bar, a fucking thing of Dunkaroos or something close to that, and maybe an orange if she has one there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm pissed off to the point of where I'm damn near in fucking tears listening to this for my daughter, who's basically saying, tell me she's going to school hungry. Like, there's no reason for that. Child support has always been there. Her mother makes a decent money. I see what you're saying about, I don't know about any kind of account for funds, but they do a hot lunch program some days, not all days. And they do a breakfast program there in the morning. So one of the things that I've talked to her about is that if you don't have enough food, you can go to your teacher and talk to her about that. And she can, a few different ways she can do that. I think we all in school had forgotten our lunches at some point in time. And your teacher said, hey, does anybody have an extra snack or a sandwich or something that so and so can eat? And usually kids will just start donating to the cause and stuff like that. Or if with the breakfast program, I imagine oftentimes there's you'll have leftovers and stuff like that are still there. We live near some people that ran the breakfast or lunch program or whatever at another local school, different than my daughter goes to, where they say oftentimes they'll even save a few things just for the less fortunate kids that just the money's not there, so they're going hungry. But my fucking anger here is coming from a fully capable mother, and I will agree. At 9 years old, you're old enough to start learning to do things for yourself. But at 9 years old, it should not be up to you to make sure you go to school with a proper fucking lunch, especially when your mother works from home and is sitting on the couch the entire fucking time. You get me? Like, that's just, I'm getting choked up just sitting here thinking about it. So I'm angry. So at some point in time today, tomorrow, I'm going to be reaching out to the school and talking to my daughter's teacher and just find out, is this actually the case? Sometimes kids are prone to hyperbole or not getting the information across 100%. That could be. I am willing to admit that. Maybe it was just a one day this week kind of thing, and it's fresh in her head. I don't know, and I'm clearly jumping to conclusions, but I'm trying not to jump too hard into them. And so, but anyways, if I get my daughter's teacher just kind of paying attention, yeah, no sandwich today, or no sandwich today, or you know what, Brad, no, she has been bringing sandwiches and stuff like that. It's all good, which to me would be the happiest thing. This is one of those situations where I'd like to find out my kid's a fibber, but I don't believe that to be the case. And then if this is, then we can start looking at solving this problem here. But this is like, I've been trying for 2 years to get, I don't even like, I just want my daughter here because I can offer her a better life than what is offered back home, kind of thing, right? We do the nutritious meals and stuff like that. I see that one, Lori. She does not want me to talk to her mother because her mother will yell at her and start doing the "why are you telling your dad that" kind of stuff. And this has come up multiple times with Abigail. That she does not want her mom to know that we're talking that about certain conversations we have because she's scared of consequences. Her mother is one of those people where she's perfect in her own fucking mind, and only in her own mind. But how dare you do anything that might upset those perfect, I'm so perfect thoughts in her head, almost, so to speak, right? It's one of those ones where you're like, honestly, I get so angry I could cry off of this one, guys. It's funny because that's, if you see me shed tears, it's very unlikely that it'll be out of like pain. It's more likely out of anger. I don't know where it necessarily comes from, but I've always been like that. Where it's just like when you just get so fucking filled with rage, it's just like, whoa, the waterworks come. I don't live there. I have no way of getting a video. I am not even allowed in that house. Like, she gets fucking caught cheating. Fucking, I come home minus 37 degrees. I get thrown out of the house and told if I ever set foot in that fucking house again, she will call the cops. This is where we're at. But anyways, so I can't, I see what you're saying there, Larry. So I like, me getting a video is not an option. Now, if my teacher or my daughter's teacher confirms what she is saying, and this is true, with what? My kid doesn't have a cell phone. Let's quit assuming that all this stuff that you know what's going on, please. But anyways, there are things that I can do where, like talk to the teacher. Is this actually a thing that's going on? Well, your friggin' teacher's going to say or do something about that, right? That's, and from there, do we go to child services? What do we do? Because if the other two kids in that household are going to school with lunches and the youngest kid there isn't, please stop. Like, enough of the cell phone talk. Please just don't go there. It's not an option. Let's just put that out there. So I'm really muddled up right now. Really muddled up, really angry. To the point where I can't even finish my fucking joint. We should do a dab. Cheers, buds. Great to see you, man. How you doing? All the way from over there. Yeah, no, I apologize, Lori. It's one of those ones where I get you are honestly trying to help, but it's just those options are not viable at the moment. So I've got to think my way around this one, right? It's I spent most of Thursday or Saturday, just not even know what to do with myself, just fucking pacing around the house, just like, okay, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And so I'm just, like I said, it's start with talking to the school about it. If there isn't anything there, I shouldn't say there isn't anything. I believe 100% that there is a helpful option at the school, whether it be, like I said, the teacher's the one, the teacher has to ask as for, kids to do you got anything extra in your lunch or whatever, or they start bringing something out of the breakfast thing. I can't even, the breakfast program leftovers. That's what I'm looking for. Or if need be, I'll drop out off a week's worth of food out there ahead of time. Just so that there's something out there for her. I just, like it's just, I think I need to move on to a different topic. I'm just feel so mentally drained from worrying about this one. Like it's funny, man. When you're a kid and you're fucking, you never understood why your parents are so uptight or whatever. Like it's where maybe you come home a couple hours late and you didn't fucking call them, because we all grew up in the no cell phone era, right? So there's a lot of that. And you come home and you're like, where were you? We didn't know where the fuck. I'm starting to understand all that shit. Fuck. God damn, I love my kid, but it's the worry and the stress. It's, it's the yin and the yang that every situation seems to have. Good morning, Fluff. Great to see you. Welcome to my bitch and wine session here Monday morning. It's like everyone shows up expecting like a happy, let's fucking seize the day Monday. And I'm just like fucking, wow. Yeah, well, like I said, this is kind of the two things that are on my mind. A, we're gonna have a really fun next couple days, and B, I just feel like my ex is a terrible person. I just feel like it. It's just, what do you do? What do you do? I think I'm gonna start wrapping up though. I think I probably needed to get that shit off my chest. So thank you guys for listening to that. I really do appreciate that. Usually it's just Fluff listening to me cry and piss and moan over this shit. So you guys get to see what's really going on along the going on behind the scenes. This is like an internal look at that. But let's do one more dab. I got no dabs in front of me, so I'm not going to do one with you. All right, with that one. Oh, you know what? One more fucking. Let's leave this on a high note. We are. That's what the Catahoula got me ripping, but on a positive note. So I am breaking one of my rules today. When I go to concerts, I will always wear a rock or metal T-shirt, always. But the rule is you don't wear the band you're going to see. For whatever reason, you just don't. However, we decided to go super El Cheese mode for let's see if I can drop this thing out of here for this show around here. So it is Iron Maiden. It's the biggest show we've ever seen too. And even my girlfriend's friend who we're taking, she got the same one separately from us, but it was a conscious do it together thing. So we're all going matching. Get that beard out of the way. We got like some old school Iron Maiden graphics, the Can I Play With Madness on there. Or future past tour. So we're excited for that. So you're going to go with like 5 matching fucking metal nerds, fucking just horning it up. And fucking rates we did. Matching Maiden shirts, Fluff. Matching Maiden shirts. Just because we're going super cheese mode on it. Another cool thing about this is tomorrow night show, the Baby Metal Death Clock show is sold out, which is very cool. Very cool. Just something, it's going to be a more rocking crowd there. And actually, Buds, now that I see you in there as well, I was going to surprise you with this as well. But when I went to that Anthrax concert a couple months ago, or I guess more than a couple, it was like in January, so a long time ago, I bought you that Anthrax t-shirt, and like a fucking dink, I didn't mail it out. I swear I thought it got sent. It must have just got, tucked in behind something out of sight, out of mind. I apologize for that one. I'm a douchebag. But sort of that with our Wheezy. With the tour merch that we bought, the t-shirts and shit like that, I got you some Iron Maiden patches, brother. I'm going to throw in there because I know that you're a Maiden fan. So we're going to throw those in there with your shirts for you, dude, and get that mailed off. Because, well, like I said, I know you're a Maiden fan, so let's do her. Oh, and I have actually seen the set list. I checked it out when we first heard about the tour just to see what's up, and the Trooper, I believe, is on that. It's either that or Hallowed Be My Name that I'm thinking of, but I think it was the Trooper. Beyond stoked. Yeah, see, I'm so much happier now that we talked metal after my fucking pissy, moany little fucking problems. I guess they're not little, but I'm done with the belly aching, I guess what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, thank you for all your support that you give us all throughout the week, man. Like, we do fucking Monday, 2 shows, Tuesdays, Fridays, Sundays. It's just saying thank you. The Booth crew fucking rules. You all truly do rule. Love y'all. I'm going to get out of here because we got a little bit of packing left to do before we hit the road. Yes, I'll take pictures. I promise. Later, guys.